Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? This is HMO Country Thuggin Podcast, and I'm your host HMO Sambo, and we got somebody real special for y'all tonight. Uh, one of the hardest artists out here, in my opinion. Some hate him, most love him. But shoot, without further ado, this is Cody Lane, man. What it do,
What's
Cody
up, man?
Lane? What up, homie?
Man, just chilling another day. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that, bro. Let's just start this off, man. I see you got a couple shows coming up, man. Really within the next few weeks.
Yeah, like
We got one May the 31st with young Cad and friends, same old Joe and Cody Lane, man. Talk about that one for a minute.
that's in Enid, Oklahoma. It's at no card required. Uh, Same old Joe hit me up, seeing if I come play that show. If it's anywhere close to me like that, man, yeah, I'm probably gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Say yes. So that's like a week. The 31st. That's like a week from now, I think. And then obviously the June 7th show in Norwalk, Ohio, at the Outlaw Nation Music Festival.
Yup,
Uh,
that's what I was fixing to get into. June the 7th at the Outlaw Nation Fest. That's with Jesse Howard and them boys, ain't it?
mhm. Jesse
Uh
Howard's gonna be there. Justin Time's gonna be there. Uh, but yeah, Hitman is kind of my link through them, and he had put me on a show in Waynette, then like on like June 28th, but it got canceled, and so they put me on this deal too. So I appreciate those guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that one, bro. I'm gonna be in attendance at that one in July the 7th, bro. I can't wait, bro. That shit
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
a dope ass show, bro. I seen that whole lineup, bro. That's gonna be dope, bro. I can't wait for that one. But hey, though, bro, you sent me a bunch of music in, man. We finna start them off with one right here.
Right there.
We got 2017 in Chakota. How that one come about, man? What was the process of that one?
I was writing like normal, and just this song that I was listening to a beat, and the line "Crazy Like Shakota" in 2017 came up, and I sat on it for probably like 12 hours, 24 hours, and then turned the beat back on. It just came to me. Just the story of what what that year was like. It was crazy. So,
Well, hey, without further ado, man, this is Cody Lane, 2017 in Chakota. Let's go. Bro, your beats are crazy.
Shit's crazy like Shakota in 2017. Sliding down Northwest 2nd, headed straight to the creek. Rolling west on 40, gotta play at OKC. Came in northbound from Monapa, ducking, dodging deputies. Probably use a good night's sleep. Is it day number 2 or 3? Hate lying down alone, called up old girl for company. But then when I awoke, she stole my pills and all my weed. Yeah, it's crazy like Shakota in 2017. Tough to find a place to stay when you got violent felonies. But my pocket's full of money and I know that cash is king. Left a good one in the key, she helped me get back on my feet. Yeah, I know I did it dirty, but I ain't love her, just a means. Had them thinking I was clean, all the while still grimy. Yeah, it's easy to convince these motherfuckers so naive. The first few weeks was fine, I ain't let no one inside, except for my little main piece and a couple others from the side. Ain't cheating if you ain't lying, they text each other when I hide. Told them both to cut that shit out, ain't there one of them my wife. Cut them loose and then I tried for a new chick every night. Soon I realized nothing's free and strange pussy ain't worth the price. Shit's crazy like Shakota in 2017. Sliding down Northwest 2nd, headed straight to the creek. Rolling west on 40, gotta play at OKC. Came in northbound from Monapa, ducking, dodging deputies. Could probably use a good night's sleep. Is it day number 2 or 3? Hate lying down alone, called up old girl for company. But then when I awoke, she stole my pills and all my weed. Yeah, it's crazy like Shakota in 2017. Small town, get anywhere 10 minutes walking. So if people got problems, they gonna have chances to solve them. Trouble ain't what I wanted till them bitches tried to rob me. Now I'm in they living room taking everything while they watching. I thought it was all over, but it's only getting started. I ain't understand the cause, it's not about to be a martyr. I'm behind on rent, plus they just turned off the lights in the water. Big Christmas tweaking in the dark with my buddy's baby mama. This place is bad for me, so dark here I can't see. thuggin', dodging deputies. Probably use a good night's sleep. Is it they number 2 or 3? Hate lying down alone, called up old girl for company. But then when I awoke, she stole my pills and all my weed. Yeah, it's crazy like Cody in 2017.
Hey, yeah, that motherfucker hard, bro.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Bro, your beat selection is crazy, bro. Bro, the beats you choose be gas, bro. That's crazy, bro. But
Man,
let's start it off like this right here, man. Shoot, tell them a little bit about where you from, man, and how being from there kind of molded you as an artist, bro.
I got you. I live 9 miles south. I grew up within a half a mile of where I live now today. But I grew up and lived 9 miles south of Muskogee, Oklahoma, just in this little town called Keefton. It's not even really a town, it's a village. But I went to school like 10 miles from here at a place called Oklahoma growing up. But Muskogee, I was born in 89. I'm 35, about to be 36. Muskogee in the 90s was like one of the most violent, dangerous places in the country, like top 5 per capita, year in, year out. And so we always really stayed out of town. It's gotten back to that nowadays, but so when I got out of school, I was actually raised pretty well. Like my grandmama raised me because my daddy was abusive, and so it was just safer for us to be with her. But my grandmama raised me, but she sheltered me like pretty hard when I was young. And so as soon as I could break free, man, I broke wild. And in my youth, like some of my family had romanticized an outlaw life. They had made it seem, you know what I'm saying, and lived it. And then maybe it was me so much that romanticized it in my head, and that's what I wanted to do. But as soon as I broke free, got out of school, it was on, bro. I had a little brother. I still have him. We don't really talk right now, but he was more into it and more into the hustling and let's go do this. Let's go to Colorado. Let's do these different things. He was probably the biggest influence in why I broke off in that way of life. We probably fed each other, honestly, to do that. But yeah, Muskogee nowadays is even worse, bro. With fentanyl and corruption, it's just a dangerous place to be. I stay out of town. I ain't going up there no
more. So how you think that molded you as an artist, bro? Like it just give you that, just set that fire up under you?
Well, it made me feel just the environment alone and like the life I was living made me feel comfortable doing hip hop because I knew that, hey, really my story and all these things I'm talking about are hip hop. And so that made me comfortable with going that route. Because knowing how real it is and how life and death it is for a lot of people, as like that, I guess gives me permission mentally or allows me, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on one second. It motivates me to be honest, to be brutally honest and to not hold anything back. And I think if you listen to my music, you'll hear that pretty quickly as I'm unapologetic about it.
That's a fact, bro. You got some dope ass music, bro. Speaking about the music, who was it or what was it that kind of, you know what I'm saying, made you feel like, bro, I can do this, bro. Like I can rap, I can make music. Like who was it or what was it that made you feel like to just give you the confidence to say, bro, I can do this?
My wife.
Bro, shout out to the wives, bro. Shout out to the wives, bro.
They go through a lot there, they go through a lot, they put up with a lot. But when we've been together, we've been married, like it'll be 5 years, it will be 5 years in October. But when we got together, I had already had my mind on I can do this. I had already been writing, I had already been saying I'm gonna rap, but I had never been around somebody who, when I said that out loud, they were like, okay, cool, you can, I believe in you. And so she believed in me, and it gave me the belief in myself that I think you have to find any kind of success.
Bro, shout out to her, bro. For real, man. Shout out to her, bro. How would you describe your style of music, bro? 'Cause I know I see all this genre stuff, man, and all this stuff is going on. How would you describe your music style?
I think that I've said this before. I think that, man, I'm one of the first, if not the first, trap. I make country trap music.
Country trap.
Um, it's ugly. It's gutter. Uh, it shines a light into a world that we don't. In if you take the arts, you take all the arts as a whole, you don't see a lot or get a lot of expression from poor white people. Um, yeah, there's just not very other outside of country rap. There's definitely not much of it. Um, and so I thought that, man, if I tell this story, people will accept it. But yeah, I think as far as the music itself goes, especially with the beats I've been picking this year, or really since the end of last year, it's definitely like trap music.
Country trap. Yeah, cause
Country
I be
trap.
telling people, man, they be talking about, the moonshine and the mud riding and the hunting and the fishing. And I keep telling people, like, bro, them are just small elements of country, bro. Like there's so much more to the country, bro, than just riding horses and hunting and fishing and mud riding.
Yeah.
Uh it's
Yeah.
different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. I like all those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's only a part of life for some people.
Facts, bro.
There's half of us or more than, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the tracks out here that can't afford no fucking razor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Would
so
love to have one, but just
yeah,
ain't
I love
got
it. It's
one.
fun,
Yeah,
but just ain't got it. So you know,
ain't got it. Well, shoot, bro. It's really all about the music, bro. The music is bigger than just one or two individuals, bro. Uh, I've always said and I've always heard that it's the international language. Everybody speaks music, and speaking of that, you sent one in called Fleetwood. If you wouldn't mind, give us a little rundown on that song about how that song came about.
I grew up in a single wide trailer. To be honest, I can't recall if the trailer I grew up in was a Fleetwood, but I spent a lot of time in Fleetwood uh, brand single wide trailers. Over the years, as I wrote the song, in each line, there was times where I was reflecting on this was the trailer in Oklahoma by the cemetery. This was the trailer that I had just moved out of. This is the, you know what I'm saying, the trailer I was in when me and my brother was just. So I reflected on that and wrote the song called it Fleetwood. I like this one.
All right, well, hey, chat. Without further ado, this is Cody Lane. The name of the song is Fleetwood. Y'all please get in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about the music. And show love, man. Show love. Fleetwood, Cody Lane. Let's go. Oh,
Okay, that's good. All right.
the beat already crazy, bro.
Oklahoma outlaw music. Yeah. Remember trapping out the old Fleetwood trailer. Every day was different, but always the same faces. Hell, no, ain't frontin' nothing, and we don't take tradings. Never ever talk on phones, cause it's too damn dangerous. Two-door Tahoe, old body look like a blazer. It ain't the 1980s, but we still rockin' pages. Take them back to trapping out the Fleetwood trailer. Back before we ever made the front page of the paper. Okay, I'm from the country, but I don't wear Wranglers. Nuts need room for hanging. Sorry, I'm just saying. Even though I speak slow, ain't got no patience. If it ain't for Ruby or the money, I won't be waiting. No college education, but you ain't gotta be bright to know everything makes money if you buy cheap and sell high. From porch setting, serving folks on Saturday nights. Been here my whole life, only seen law out this way twice. Graduated in May, moved to the town by July. Duplex off a border street, out on the west side. To this day, still don't stop at 24th and our line. Never dreamed that I'd miss that old Fleetwood single wide. Remember trapping out the old Fleetwood trailer. Every day was different, but always the same faces. Hell, no, ain't frontin' nothing, and we don't take tradings. Never ever talk on phones, phones, cause it's too damn dangerous. Two-door Tahoe, old body look like a blazer. It ain't the 1980s, but we
Fucking
still
hard.
rocking pages. Take them back to trapping out the Fleetwood trailer. Back before we ever made the front page of the paper. When things weren't so damn complicated. Had no responsibilities and no babies. Party, 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 let's all get wasted. Every weekend inside an old Fleetwood trailer. It's 25 a gram and 3.5 for 80. Don't bitch about the price if you're gonna go ahead and pay me. Act so damn loud, I'm really doing you a favor. Thanks for doing business at the old Fleetwood trailer. Remember trapping out the old Fleetwood trailer. Every day was different, but always the same
hard.
faces. Hell, no, ain't frontin' nothing and we don't take traded. Never ever talk on phones, cause it's too damn dangerous. Two-door Tahoe, old body look like a blazer. It ain't the 1980s, but we still rocking pages. Take them back to trapping out the Fleetwood trailer. Back before we ever made the front page of the paper.
Hell yeah.
That motherfucker hard, bro. Bro,
Thank you,
your
bro.
beat selection, bro, is bar none, bro. Crazy, bro. Your beat selection's crazy, bro. And speaking of that, bro, what goes won't you describe the process it is for you to like when you sitting down and coming up with a song, what's the processes, the steps that you take? Does it start with the beat? Does it
Yeah, for
start with
me.
the lyrics? Like how does that work for Cody Lane?
Honestly, it's 50-50. It can go either way. I can have a lyric in my head. And when I say a lyric, I don't mean like a full hook. I mean like one line or two lines that I've said or wrote in the past that just stick with me. Like I've still got lines that I haven't used on songs that I'm gonna. Um, but that can work. Or if I don't have anything, or if say those lines I'm not using them at the time, yeah, I'll get on the YouTube. That's where I find a lot of my beats. He sends me some beats, and I've got some different producers that have sent me packs. But I get locked in. The guy I've been using is Chef Made Beats on YouTube. SHEFF. He's not one of the big beat creators, and these beats that I use I try and pick ones that don't have a lot of views. That way you don't hear another song with
Facts,
it.
bro.
But and my mindset on that has been if they hit and they start making money, that's when I'll worry about settling with him. But until then, yeah, I just get locked in and I'll go play the beat. I know what beats I like. I'll save them in a playlist and just play. And nothing may come of it, but when something does, it's either 50-50, brother. It just depends. I tell you, the one consistent thing that has to be in place, that has to happen for me to write, at least write well, is to be feeling some type of emotion,
Facts.
no matter what it is.
Facts, bro. Angry, sad, anything, any kind of emotion.
Happy,
Depressed,
anything. Yeah.
anything. Yo, facts, bro. Well, speaking about the YouTube, scrolling through YouTube, I be on YouTube too, bro. And like Hank Jr. is my go-to, bro. I don't know how I can go listen to Hank Jr. and then write a song, bro. It just works like that for me.
I'm serious.
Is there anybody in the industry like that for you, bro, that like you just get uh motivation from, bro, that makes you want to be better, bro? Who's that person if there is one?
Man, that's a good question. I could tell you who I listen to a lot. I get locked in on artists. When I first started dropping music, there was this cat named Wakatron that I was listening to a lot, from Waco, Texas. And then he's signed to Pick Six Records, but I listen to him a lot. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of of course, everybody is. Big X the Plug.
Shout out
He's
to
probably
Plug. Shout out Big X, man. Raw,
that's
bro.
probably the biggest
He's
rapper in his
a
own.
hard artist, bro. Everything he do bust, bro. Everything he do goes crazy.
And what I love about him, bro, is when the first time you hear one note of him vocally, no matter what it is, it's usually hey, but
Hey,
uh, hmm you know exactly who you're fucking about to hear.
you,
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
who it is, and you know he from Texas.
hmm
You know who he
hmm
is, and you know he from Texas. Hey,
hmm
yeah, everybody in
Hey,
Texas is doing that. Hey, uh,
hey.
wait, bro. Through how long you been making music, bro?
2022. Yeah, 2022. I've been writing a
2022.
long time, but I started dropping in 2022.
All right.
Uh,
Well, what's your process to cause you know how every other week the music's kind of changing up, man, and it's different ways of coming. Uh, in the midst of all that, bro, what's your process to stay true to who you are in your music, bro, and not get distracted by what's everybody else is doing?
I know I'd like to think, and so I'll say it, that I know the mission. I know what I'm here to do, and it's not to be in competition with, even though by default I'm gonna be, and I'm okay with that. Um, but it's not to be in competition with everybody else. I didn't start releasing my music to sound like anybody else. I didn't start releasing my music to have the most popular sound. I didn't honestly start releasing my music for everybody. Uh understand that there's some people that'll hear it, and because it's grimy and because it's dirty, they'll be like, that ain't for me. And that's fine. But because of all that, I'd say is why I don't really follow trends. I try not to. Like, I've got friends that have told me, you need a song that we can just bop to. One's just like a club song. I'm like, man, I don't know that I'll ever make one of those ever. So
Hey, I feel the same way about that, bro. That old club bangers, bro. I feel like I can't even
yeah,
make a club banger song, bro. So I feel you on that, bro. Yeah,
but yeah, that's what I'd say, man.
I seen a comment in the I seen a comment from Schlinko, bro, and it was actually my next question, bro. 'Cause I keep telling you, bro, like it's crazy how your beat selections come up. What is it? You just sit there and just scroll through beats, just listen, and then one pops. You just like, oh, I'm fixing to write to this one, bro. How does that? What is it? You just hear the beat, and then you know immediately that you want to work on that beat.
Yeah, if I turn a beat off, you'll have about 50 until it drops. And a lot of times, even before it drops, I've ruled it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mhm.
I don't like beats with, like, a lot of people like the flute on their beat, which I know that sounds different, but a lot of rappers like a flute on their beat. I know if I hear a flute, I really don't want to fuck with that. You know, I have a sound in mind, and like I said, like right now, if I were to go to YouTube and want to look for a beat, I would type in "chef made beats" in the search, not Big X to play, and then it would take me directly to his page, and I'd look at anything that's new and play them. Um, and then if the ones I've got that I'll go listen to them again just in case I didn't miss anything. But I mean, I don't know if that answers the question, but yeah, if I
Yeah, nah, that does answer the question. So you know pretty quick whether or not you gonna like the beat or not. That's how I am, bro. I'm the same way. I can tell even before the beat drops whether I'm rocking with the beat or not. So I understand perfectly what you're talking about.
yeah,
Uh and speaking about that, you got any albums or anything in the workings? Are you working on dropping anything soon as far as an album or a mixtape or an EP or anything goes?
and I hate to get ahead of myself because I've done that so much in the past. Like, oh, I got this guy and this. It ended up being singles and different shit. But I know me and you have talked about doing an EP. My
That's a
goal, my
fact.
personal,
That's a fact.
yeah, yeah, I was thinking about a name for it earlier. I still ain't come up with nothing good, but I've got a couple songs. So as soon as I get them laid down, probably this weekend, I'll send them over. But me and Sambo's working on something. My goal was to do 2 EPs and a full length record by the end of the year. But man, I'm gonna have to get on the stick to get that motherfucker done. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know
There's
that's
very
right,
much
bro.
time left. Uh,
Yeah, bro. Shoot, yeah, bro. We definitely got it coming out. Matter of fact, we already got a couple songs already ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I-40 Flow is the first gonna be the first one off that on that
yeah,
deal.
bro, that's so fire, bro. Speaking of
Or
that,
not,
bro, uh,
excuse me, man. Not I-40, fourth gear flow.
fourth gear
Fourth gear
flow,
flow.
fourth
Fourth
gear
gear flow.
flow,
Forgive me.
dope ass song, bro. We're gonna get into that one here in a minute, but we fixing to get into a song right now. Uh, it's called As of
As of
Lately.
lately,
As of lately, Cody Lane. Give us a
this
little
one's different,
rundown on
y'all.
that one. Give us a little
This one's
rundown,
different.
man.
I get this one I wrote. It was like the fifth, sixth song I dropped, and the first four or five had got me some positive attention. And for the first time in my life, well, first time in a long time in my life, people weren't just viewing me as a piece of shit fuck up. And I sat down and I wrote this song. And to me, it's still my favorite. It's soft compared to everything else, but it's still real and raw. I hope y'all like it, man.
Well, without further ado, this is Cody Lane. The name of the song is As of Lately. Let's go.
Angel on the track. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Hey. More than anything, I'm grateful for those I love and everything life's gave us. Even though I deserve the worst, things have been pretty great as of lately. Been doing my best to stay focused. Can't let myself lose sight of what the goal is. That's making a way for my babies. Cause this trailer's getting smaller on the day. Stress and nicotine for breakfast, Captain Crunch on the side. Working so much the last few months, fuck a 9 to 5. Steady putting in time, it's now never right. Still worry about what my mama thinks when she hears my rhymes. Someday she'll see the light, hopefully realize that often when I write, it's where I go to testify. My story's full of parts, mama, that you ain't gonna like. But promise I'm about to make you proud in a little while. A year or two, I'm making moves, mom, me and Rube. Turns out the hustle translates, who knew? Got all 10 down, so soon I'll be on my own too. I'm coming after everything, I got nothing to lose. More than anything, I'm grateful for those I love and everything life's gave us. Even though I deserve the worst, things have been pretty great as of lately. Been doing my best to stay focused. Can't let myself lose sight of what the goal is. That's making a way for my babies. Cause this trailer's getting smaller on the day. Want both my brothers to know they ain't a damn thing. We couldn't live in the past, man, it's a damn shame. We gonna hold this hate forever till the damn grave. Don't even know what we're fighting for, it's a damn shame. Miss Holiday's getting stoned, anyone say but she knows. Turkey smoke, deviled eggs, a dozen casseroles. Running down some dirt road, see the law and we're gone. I'd still follow you into hell, man, just so you know. And brother, you wouldn't believe all that's going on. All across the fucking country, they're singing my songs. My mind's fucking blown, but I'm working on staying grounded. I just hope when you hear my shit, you turn it up louder. Saying, I'm great. More than anything, I'm grateful for those I love and everything life's gave us. Even though I deserve the worst, things have been pretty great as of lately. Been doing my best to stay focused. Can't let myself lose sight of what the goal is. That's making a way for my babies. Cause this trailer's getting smaller on the daily.
I appreciate you guys in the comments, man.
Bro, that's dope, bro. That's a bro, like my boy Ant the Ripper said, man, that's some real bars, bro. Very relatable, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, my bad. I was finna play it again. It was so hard, bro. That song right there so fire, bro. And then the message, bro. And then the message, and then it kind of, spoke on like you was saying earlier about you and your brother, man. Bro, that's a dope song, bro. Highly relatable, bro. And again, bro, the beat just crazy beat too, bro. Slinko said,
Thank you.
damn. Slinko said, let me find it again. Slinko said,
He said Cody can sing.
he said Cody can sing too. What the hell? That's exactly what he said.
There's a lot of tune on that bitch. But I try every now and then. Manny did a great job. I want to shout out just Manny 918. That's my brother. He that song actually has an acoustic mix that's out too, or it's just the acoustic parts of the beat and me, and you can hear a lot more of the raw vocals and stuff. And I didn't even ask for him to do that. He just did that on his own and sent it to me, and I love it. So that's out there too.
Bro, that's dope, bro. Ant the Ripper. He said he felt the trial and tribulations, bro, and the love that you got for your family. That's
Yeah.
real, bro. That's real, bro. And then he says the acoustic version on YouTube.
I don't know if it's on the YouTube. I know it's on the platforms. I'd have to pop it up. There was something with that, but yeah, there's an acoustic mix. I think it is on the YouTube too. I think you can pull it up. Yeah,
Well, shoot, bro. Let me ask you this right here, bro. If you know, like, let's say tomorrow, you know that it's already lined up. You're gonna be locked in the studio all day. Uh, what's your when you wake up in the morning? What's your process? What's your gotta has? What's your this is what I gotta do before I even get to the studio, bro? What's your process?
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. I'm gonna bathe. I'm gonna make it a full tour because cleanliness is next to godliness. And when I'm in the
Facts.
studio, that's how I wanna move. Um, and so I'll get clean, eat. Uh, if I got anything to do that day, boy, if I'm off work or something and I'm just know I'm gonna be taking it easy, I'll eat like a big breakfast. But if I got shit to do, I'll probably eat something light like toast, a bowl of cereal, uh, and roll or stop at the store. Probably is actually what I do and grab something. But a Red Bull, a 5 hour energy. I don't do coffee. I just don't. I never have cared
Bro,
for it.
I ain't never met nobody that didn't drink coffee like me, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it. I grew up with my name full of drinking it straight black, like my great grandma. Yeah, my great grandma. And I just it ain't for me. But oh, smoke. I'm gonna wake
Smoke.
before I the first as soon as I get out of the shower, I'm gonna smoke. Um, and then I would probably, if I'm going in the studio, I'd roll 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30
Mm,
joints or something.
lit.
And yeah, and then that way I ain't gotta fuck with it in there. And then that's it to grab my notebook and my headphones and take off.
So what's your favorite part of the recording process, bro?
When it's done.
When it's done, hey,
So
what's the hardest part of the whole process?
I'm bad about one, it's still relatively, I'd say it's still relatively new for me. Because I've only been in it for less than 5 years. But the hardest part is I'll have my lyrics. I'm real bad about putting them on paper. I still write pen to paper, right? And like in the past, I would have them in my hands or trying to read them and crinkling them and shit. But the hardest part is when I stutter off a bar. I'll make the mistake of like I'll recite. I won't read it verbatim as I'm recording, but I'll have it there for reference. And then when I miss the bar, I'll go read it and read it exactly how it's supposed to sound and look at it. But I can't say it that way. I don't know. It's like I get anxious and nervous if I make a mistake, and sometimes it'll be like a downward spiral. But
Hmm.
Manny's got real good about being like, "Whoa, hey, sit down and chill and listen to the beat for a minute." And then, but that's the hardest part for me is I guess maybe the anxiety of actually laying it down.
That how I be too, bro. As far as my confidence, bro. Like my confidence just now starting to kick in, bro. Uh, I feel you on that, bro. So, just thinking back, what's your most memorable studio session that you did?
It was cool when we had Simple Man and Bredwin and Frank Thompson from Trailer Made. They came to Oklahoma. Shout out Adam Calhoun for putting that deal together. And they came over in like 23, and we went to Manny's. It was the first time actually meeting them because they came straight from the airport. Frank picked them up, and they came straight to Manny's on Friday night. And we recorded a song called "Eat" that we got off our I-40 East record, and we shot a video for it. And then we laid down a couple more parts, and we played back the I-40 East record because everything other than that song was done. And that was a cool session. Uh, that was a cool session. There was another really cool session. My second session was really cool. I had went in. First off, Manny didn't want, for some reason or another, we didn't really know each other. I kind of knew who he was because he was doing music and and he posted, I messaged him wanting to come to the studio and he didn't respond to me. And then he posted a thing like, I'm giving 2 free hours away. And I wrote, hey man, let me get them. And he gave them to me. And I went up there and I recorded Muskogee County's Finest, which is to this day my biggest song. And then another song called Pay You Back, which is a song I did for my mom's. And Manny was so impressed, and I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be boastful, but he called our friend now Nate in second session. Nate asked if he could set in, and I had two more, I feel like, special songs that day with Grimy and a song called No Secrets.
Bro,
And
I
it was just
love that grimy song, bro. I love that grimy
yeah,
song, bro. That's one of my
hell yeah,
favorite songs from you, bro. I all love them hard, bro, but that's like one of my personal favorites is that grimy,
hell
bro.
yeah.
Hard
That's one of mine
ass
too.
song, bro.
But that was a cool session too. Yeah, I like that song too. Appreciate that, bro.
But hey, bro, speaking about the music, bro, we got another one right here, bro, called Muskogee County's Finest, bro. Talk about that one for a minute.
This song, man, it encompasses really well like what it is to be. It encompasses Muskogee County. People from here that know what it's like. People that are from Midland Valley, which I reference in the song, they know that I painted a pretty good picture of the town. The first verse is the life I was living at the time, and that had it also make references to the life prior to that. But when I was I had a warrant out for my arrest, so there's some specifics from that time and then some stuff from the past. And then the second verse is being arrested, getting out, and stuff like that. But I'd originally wanted to call this song Kicking Fences and Jumping Ditches. I'm fucking glad I didn't.
Well, hey, without further ado, y'all already know it's Cody Lane, Muskogee County's Finest. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
If it ain't about Manny, it ain't produced right. This is an account of a past life, a fast life. Forgive me for the things I've done. 3B. My daddy was a redneck, my mama was a hippie. I'm usually a suspect, but nowadays I ain't guilty. Muskogee County's finest, you damn fucking Skippy. Been on the run for 8 months and I bet they still can't get me. My mama, she don't get it, this type of life I'm living. I'm Mississippi pimping and I'm sorry if you isn't. It wasn't daddy's wishes, he wanted something different. Not me out here kicking fences and jumping ditches. Been on the lam a couple times, but never been a sheep. I'm ducked off at the Pines, 2 O's plus me equals 3. Low key in Midland Valley, swerving down Aberdeen. I've gotten pretty good at living life like hide and seek. Only thing I know how to cook's methamphetamine. Don't wanna earn an honest dollar, I've been printing these. Family's been distributing green half a century. We swiftly switched to fungus when they legalized the weed. Psilocybin just enough for everyone to eat. Shrooms. Oh, you don't believe in magic? Try a couple G's. Then wait and see. Just wait and see. I ain't no fucking doctor, but I got the remedy. My daddy was a redneck, my mama was a hippie. I'm usually a suspect, but nowadays I ain't guilty. Muskogee County's finest, you damn fucking Skippy. Been on the run for 8 months and I bet they still can't get me. My mama, she don't get it, this type of life I'm living. I'm Mississippi pimping and I'm sorry if you isn't. It wasn't daddy's wishes, he wanted something different. Not me out here kicking fences and jumping ditches. Say, you know what kind of bird don't fly? Ran wild for some time and then had to sit down a while. But really it's okay, kinda sucks, but I don't mind. It felt like a family reunion the entire time. May bail on a Friday, damn it feels good being free. All I need now's a bite to eat and a bag of weed. A shower to brush my teeth, some clothes that are clean, and some scallywags to come through and take care of me. May take a few days of sleep. Cause man, I swear in county, I couldn't get a wink. And I ain't scared to go to jail, but that don't mean I like it. Much rather be home in my own bed, nightly. My daddy was a redneck, my mama was a hippie. I'm usually a suspect, but nowadays I ain't guilty. Muskogee County's finest, you damn fucking Skippy. Been on the run for 8 months and I bet they still can't get me. My mama, she don't get it, this type of life I'm living. I'm Mississippi pimping and I'm sorry if you isn't. It wasn't daddy's wishes, he wanted something different. Not me out here kicking fences and jumping ditches. Yeah.
Motherfucking hard.
That's the first one. I just love y'all a softball.
Thank you, bro.
I'm about to fucking right now.
Manny edited out the shit I was talking at the end of that song. I just lobbed y'all a softball. I'm about to bring the fucking heat. And he made sure he didn't put it out. I'm glad he didn't though, because that would have been a little arrogant, you know what I mean?
Bro, that motherfucker hard right there, bro. Chat going crazy about that one, bro.
But Hell
That
yeah. Thank you
motherfucker
guys, man.
hard, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
motherfucker hard, bro. That bitch hard as fuck, bro. But hey, we were talking earlier about you got these shows coming up.
Yes, sir.
Uh, and kind of piggyback off the studio session, like what's your process that morning that you got a big show tonight? What's your process when you wake up knowing that, man, I got to go kill this show tonight?
Am I on site or am I traveling?
Either or, bro. Well,
Either
let's
or.
do on site and traveling, cause I know it's a difference.
To be honest, I really couldn't. I did travel to every one of them, other than the one we had here in Muskogee. I haven't done very many shows, bro. Um, I've done one, two, three, four, five shows, and that's it. It's I mean, I'll give you the references I have when it was here in Muskogee, and I woke up here. I got up that day. I mean, if it's anywhere close, here's the best way I describe it to you. It's like if you played sports in high school for me. Is what it reminds me of. I'm nervous all day. I'm jittery. A good nervous though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
butterflies. Like
Yep.
then it's all that's on my mind. I'm locked in. I'm picturing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing it out in my mind. I'm visualizing everything that could happen. I know I'm prepared. I've been sure to do that every time. I've had one bad show, but I've been prepared for the show every time. I've you know what I'm saying practiced. And so I'm not nervous or anxious about that. I'm just excited. And pretty much traveling is different. Like when we always stop, get something to eat usually, and then go on our way. But the road trips and shit like that, that's never really bothered me. Like for Norwalk, me and Rube's gonna drive up. We'll leave here and get there just in time for the show, and then we'll stay that night as opposed to staying the night before. It's better for networking, I feel like. But I mean, shows are still the rhythm. That's an area where I haven't uh, got a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying? You've probably done close to as many shows as me.
Nah, I
Um,
I don't even think I've done that many shows, but I kind of got blackballed in my city, bro. Me and my team, bro, we brought so many people out to the city, bro, that they really started hating. They was like, man, I don't even know, bro. That's a whole nother topic, bro. But I feel like I got blackballed in my city, bro. I get more love outside of my city, way more love than I do in my city. Unless they my family and friends, and you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I hear that
Yeah.
a lot from people. I hear that a bunch from people. Like that's most people's situation. Um, but man, so that's why I want to say I'm extra thankful and extra appreciative for everybody from where I'm from. Not just there, but specifically in this instance from where I'm from, because man, they've been super, super like positive. They've been nothing but good, nothing but praises. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear. I have would, and there's maybe it's a reason that I haven't been mocked or anything, because it is kind of a small town. But um, no, they've been super. Everybody's super positive about it, and I know that's not the case for most people. Most people, and when we did the show at Green Street, like for example, um, I think it's because at that point in time, like we did the whole town, like it was the first time in a long time in this town where people that were different colors were able to coexist. And speaking on that night specifically, spend 4 or 5 hours with each other, and there not be any trouble, not be any tension at all. And so that was a real cool vibe, and I just love Muskogee, man. I really do.
Man, shout out to Muskogee, man, for real. And back to the shows and everything. Just in your opinion, when you're on the stage, how important is it to connect with the fans, bro?
I think it's the most important. I mean, the most important thing. That's why I use as little backing track as I can. I feel like and that's hard to do. And I understand there's some songs I get where you have to. Uh, but yeah, it's the most important thing. And because if you can get them to connect back and they're reacting to the music, it is like no other drug you've ever done. Um, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the coolest experience. Um, but I think the key part to that, other than being prepared for that event, is to make sure you connect with them through your music beforehand already. Because if they're already connected to the music before they see you, or they're as lit and close to as lit as you are for
Facts.
the show.
Facts.
So,
well, speaking of the fans, man, and the listeners, what's that one thing that you hope that they can take from your music, bro, and just better themselves?
I think if you listen, that's a good question. That we can't do this all alone, and don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. That everybody has a past, but don't let it be in vain. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
So just keep your head up, man. Don't ever quit. That'd be one of the messages I really want to portray. Like I got verses about being homeless, and different stuff. So I would listen to all 34, 35 songs, which by the way, I took Not a Threat down. For anybody watching, been getting in the comments, Not a Threat, I took it down. I felt that that was the right decision to make. So, yeah, but if you listen to those songs, it's going to be a message of truth and hope. And that's really what I want you guys to take from it is that there's hope.
Straight like that, bro. But hey, let's get back to this music, bro. You sent me one in called Picture This. Give us a little rundown on this song, Cody Lane, Picture This. Give us a little rundown on that one.
It's another true story. It's a song I've thought about doing a part 2 to. I'm the only person who is in this story that wasn't a victim, that's not in prison right now, not because of this event, but just, you know what I'm saying? I just would throw that out there. Shout out Dean, shout out Hmo. I like this song. A lot of people haven't heard this, but I think if they had, they'd really fuck with it. Have you heard this one before?
I ain't heard it yet, bro. The ones that you sent that I ain't heard, I wanted to stray away from listening to it. I wanted to,
I got you.
Be like a live reaction right now. You know what I'm saying? Hearing it for the first time.
That's good.
Bro, my whole hood rocking with Cody Lane, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Everybody, bro. Everybody is rocking with Cody Lane, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
But hey, without further ado, this is Cody Lane. Picture This. Let's go.
If it ain't about me, it ain't produced, bro. You only win stupid prizes when you're playing stupid games. It's Cody Lane. Type of shit used to make me hang my head in public. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. 3 fools fucked up and on a mission. I'm rolling around trying to find a door to kick in. Gotta eat, first gotta figure out what the lick is. Just business. Tell me, do you know what a fence is? Ain't talking ticket, usually use one of my bitches. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. Probably gonna end up dead or in prison. Tuesday night, I kicking fences and jumping ditches. Southside trailer park, yeah, that's the decision. Pick a home, pull up, run through that bitch and clear. In and out, turn it upside down in a couple of minutes. Load up the neon with whatever we can fit in. Ain't proud of this shit, grimy way to make a living. It is what it is, can't make it what it ain't. Only thing I hope is that it turns into getting paid. Go see my cousin Kate, put her on Marketplace. Ain't no rookies, never from a legitimate page. Always wait, see if the situation escalates. We smart with this shit, at least that's what we say. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. 3 fools fucked up and on a mission. I'm rolling around trying to find a door to kick in. Gotta eat, first gotta figure out what the lick is. Just business. Tell me, do you know what a fence is? Ain't talking ticket, usually use one of my bitches. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. Probably gonna end up dead or in prison. Got a call from some lady asking about a thing. Somebody said too much, now she knows all our names. I can't have no more trouble, already facing 8. She said just give me back my shit and this'll go away. So now I'm making plays, unwinding everything. Already flipped most of the shit, but we still got the same. Partners on some stupid shit, say give it back, we ain't. Silly motherfuckers, I'm leaving here with it either way. Thinking you can take from me, major mistake. Not today. I've been bullying some bitches since like the 7th grade. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. I'm probably gonna end up dead or in prison. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. 3 fools fucked up and on a mission. I'm rolling around trying to find a door to kick in. Gotta eat, first gotta figure know what offense is. Ain't talking picket, usually use one of my bitches. Nah, this ain't a pretty picture. Probably gonna end up dead or in prison.
Motherfucker hard right there.
Thank you, brother.
Bro, just the storytelling's crazy, bro. The storytelling is crazy, bro. Bro,
Thanks, bro.
bro, I'm fucking with you, bro. Hard ass art, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, excuse my language, but fuck them, bro. Cody Lane riding, homie, straight up.
Appreciate that, man.
But hey, though, bro, let me ask you this right here, bro. If you could make a song with anybody, dead or alive, bro, and you could just lock in and make a song from scratch, who would it be and why?
Oh, I mean, for monetary gain, somebody like Morgan Wallen, somebody like Just for the Money would be my answer there. Because right now, I mean, you couldn't miss with you get a song from him. It's a different.
It's a
It's
rap.
a different
It's a
game.
rap.
Yeah.
It's a rap.
But for what I would like to accomplish, like a creativity, something I think that would be really cool, is honestly some of my biggest influences lay outside of hip hop, and they lay in what's called red dirt country music and Texas country music. And those are artists, for example, like Turnpike Troubadours, Cross Canadian Ragweed, Coe Wetzel is a Texas country artist.
Shout out Cole Wetzel. He's fire too.
Yeah, and they have a lot of part of that genre that's always been appealing to me is it's kind of about people, like it's stories about people like me. It's brutal, it's honest, it's funny at times, it's sad at times. So somebody for me, it'd either be Coe Wetzel or Cross Canadian Ragweed, because I think that could be something. The way music is now, you know, so much country music has 808s in it and shit. We can come up with something really cool for the people where we're from.
Well, speaking about that, just to piggyback off what you just said, do you have any plans on experimenting with any of these other genres?
No, I'm gonna stay. I want to be a rapper. I can't really sing. I'm being honest. Somebody said it earlier. I really can't. I'll give Manny just enough to put some tune on it, and we'll get through the hook. But I'm in this to tell my story with rap music. I mean, that's what I want to do. I would do songs, like I said, because music is so fluid. I guess you would say, like, from genre to genre right now. Like, it's all it's sounding more and more the same. And I hate to say I want to be like that because I feel like my music's different, but that in itself would be why I would do songs with other genres. But no, as far as my music and my art, if you hear me on a song, it's not going to be talking about sand in my boots. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be straight hip hop.
Yeah,
that's a fact, bro. Well, let me ask you this about early on when you started rapping, bro. How'd you deal with criticism, bro? Whether it was good criticism or it was just harsh criticism, bro. How did you deal with that?
As far as with the art itself, man, I believe in it so much. I know you said something the other day that I've said several times. Is nobody can stop what God is planning.
Thanks, bro.
And because of knowing that and believing in it so much, you know what I'm saying? Each one of these songs I put out, I don't think regular people understand how you're putting yourself on the line with every song you drop. So you really have to believe in it. You really have to love it. And with that being said, everything that's came negative against it, I've understood was probably from a position of hate, probably from, and even if it wasn't, even if it was from genuine dislike, that's okay. It's not for everybody. I believe that who it is for is going to hear it and connect. And I've generally let it roll off my back. Now, when it's come to like personal shit, like if I'm still gonna be like, you know, I've still got to work on my control with that. But in the comments, that won't bother me. I'm talking about from other creators and shit like that. I got to I just really shouldn't go on. But yeah, artistically, I don't let it get to me. I believe in what I'm doing. I know that everything I've dropped is not bad. And I
Gas.
listen.
Let's
So
just say it like it is. It's fire.
thank you, brother.
Everything
I
I've
appreciate
heard
that.
that you drop is fire.
I appreciate you, bro.
Well, let me ask you this, bro. What are some of like the toughest obstacles when it comes to this music, bro? That you just had to thug it through, bro, and you just had to push through it, bro.
Uh, the personal shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, uh, I got how do I say this? If I got upset with somebody, I'll be liable to just pop off. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning now that I can't do that. That's not professional. And so I'm definitely to thug my way through biting my tongue. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
that hurts
At
so
times,
bad. That hurts so bad. It hurts.
yeah, I don't like it. But I mean, it aside from that, I'm biting my tongue because I got to get better control. You know, emotional intelligence is a tricky thing, and I've learned that concept. But who cares if you know what I'm saying? If so and so acts so and so type of way, the internet's not a real place, and so yeah,
But
I don't know. I hope
but
that answers the question.
but as everybody can see, Cody Lane's a real person. Like he's real. He's authentic. You get what you get. I can see how even being on the internet can kind of mess with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because even with me, I don't look at the internet as it's the internet, bro. We're real people, bro. Like at the end of the day, we got to go to bed tonight. Uh, you know what I'm saying? We all human beings. So yeah, bro, I feel you on
Yeah,
that, bro.
for sure.
Well, hey, bro, was there ever a time where you was just like, man, forget this music stuff, bro, and you just wanted to quit? And if it was a time like that, how'd you overcome that?
That hasn't came yet. That moment hasn't came yet. I mean, I'm sure it will, but it hasn't. I haven't had that thought seriously come through my mind and then find a place to land.
Bro, that's good.
I
That's good. That's good for me as the fan, as a fan, and the other fan. That's good to hear, bro. I'm glad you ain't never thought about that, bro. I don't think you will because you too talented, bro.
thank
Way
you,
too
brother.
talented, bro. Your voice is crazy. Your cadence, bro. Everything's different about Cody Lane, bro. Uh,
I appreciate
Cody
that.
Lane music, bro. You can't compare Cody Lane to nobody. That's just what it is. You know that's Cody Lane. But outside of the music, bro, do you have any hobbies outside of the music that you like to do?
I just want to say before I answer that question, it ain't me, it's he. Like, praise God, hallelujah. It
He
really ain't
he
me.
get all
It
the
ain't me,
credit.
it's he.
Amen. Amen
Amen.
on that, brother.
But I like to go fishing, bro. It's in the spring for sure, and it gets a little too hot. We've got a spot out here. I ain't gonna give it up, but there's a spot a county over with natural springs, cool springs. So in the
Bro,
summer
before
when
you
it's
go
real
into
hot,
that, bro, a real fisherman will never give his spot up. Never. Where's the best spot to go fishing? In the water.
yeah, your own.
At the
But
lake.
we like to go swimming in these springs. It's on like a not a lot of people know about it, but it's a big place. County over, and we there's cool springs, and when it gets too hot to fish, because I only fish during the spring. When it gets too hot, I'm out. The fish get harder to catch. I don't have a boat. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out to deeper water to catch them. I want it in the spring where they're up in the creeks and shit. But once that's over with, swimming, like to go camping, swimming, shit like that in the summer.
Yup.
Um,
Shoot chill, bro. Just
yep.
being in the outdoors, bro.
hmm
Yup, bro.
And as
That's
much as I
good.
can with my kids, man. Uh, as much as I can. I got kids. My 7 year old, she's in wrestling, so this was our first year for that. She made it. She finished fourth in the state. She's a dog, so that's exciting in the wintertime. And
That's
then,
major. That's
yeah,
major. Shout out to her, bro. That's major. That's dedication.
yeah,
That's hard work.
it's a tough sport, man. She's gonna start boxing. There's some boxing classes. I don't think they actually do like live sparring, but maybe like once. But her and my son are gonna start those like in the next week or two. So that I like to spend time with my kids, write music, and spend some time outdoors. That's about it. I'm pretty simple, man. I don't have a I don't have like champagne taste or anything like that.
Wait, bro, we're gonna get into this next song that you sent me, bro. Uh This is Cody Lane and Just Manny Rain. Tell us a little bit about that one.
This is my favorite song. It's actually a Manny song that I featured on. We did something different with the video just to try and capitalize. But anyway, um, I felt like he knows I'm this way. We've talked about this, so I can say it. Manny has feel. If you ever listen to my friend Manny's music, he has party songs, feel good party booty songs. That's Manny's music. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And mine's so heavy a lot of the time. Even when it's a good song, even when it's upbeat, the theme is deep. And so he's allowed me to write songs and do songs that have been a little bit lighter hearted. And in turn, he's done this one and another one that were really introspective and really. And so I really like the song. It's a heavy one. So
Hey,
just Manny.
without further ado, this is Cody Lane. Well, let me fix that. This is Just Manny featuring Cody Lane. Name of the song is Rain. Let's go. Yup. Motherfucker hard already.
Rain on my window, keep pouring. Hard in the box in the storage. Yeah, tears they fall, they pouring. Tell me, God, do you hear me? Need a way out. And really hear me when they turn they back. Up in flames, let me hold that match. We said things that we can't take back. Hold up, yeah. Said prayer for us coming from the bottom. I'm the fam last hope, so I got them. Niggas praying on my downfall, so what? How you quit your judge, you don't know us. I buy my sister house before I buy a chain. See a smile on the face, we are not the same. My friend tripping, quit the fold like a paper plane. We can make amends, shit is not the same. How am I the most known, but I feel alone. How I'm always home, but this don't feel like home. Yeah, hate to be apart, but that's just how we grown. Last time on the plane, chucked the deuce and gone. So tell me, God, do you hear me? Cause I need hope. Shit is getting heavy and I need a spot. I need a way to get my family out. I hold steady, then I take my last shot. Let's go. Rain on my window, keep pouring. Hard in the box in the storage. Yeah, tears they fall, they pouring. Tell me, God, do you hear me? Need a way out. And really hear me when they turn they back. Up in flames, let me hold that match. We said things that we can't take back. 3 a.m. wide awake, got you on my mind. How can love turn to hate? It happened overnight. Can't separate real from fake amongst all the lies. At this point, if I were to stay, it's only cause of pride. Remember better times, remember brighter days. Before the sun lost to shine and every day it rains. Need a pill to escape, bottle and some cocaine. Someone to love, but I don't want to know her name. And I can make tomorrow great if I'm stuck in yesterday. Gotta keep it pushing like I'm moving heavyweight. And this too shall pass, and time heals everything. Till then I keep my head up, force a smile on my face. Rain on my window keeps pouring. Hard in the box in the storage. Yeah, tears they fall, they pouring. Tell me, God, do you hear me? Need a way out. And really hear me when they turn they back. Up in flames, let me hold that match. We said things that we can't take back. If it ain't about me, it ain't produced, bro.
Hell yeah. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Heel gang. You muted, Sambo.
I said that whole heel thing. I would ask about that, bro. But that might be something that we need to talk about personally. I don't know how all that come
It
about.
don't bother me. It don't bother me. There's
I,
some bullshit. Like
I have seen some people talking about the heels, and I'm like, bro, y'all do know that motherfucker. He's a real country dude out there, bro. And if you say he gotta have heels on his shoes, he gotta have them, bro. Like, what are y'all talking
they
about?
wasn't.
Y'all just don't understand it. I don't.
They
You know
was
what I'm saying?
tripping.
Y'all just don't
They was
understand
tripping.
what he's gotta have them for.
They was tripping, bro.
Hey, bro. Every
I
now
ain't
and
have
again,
no.
bro. Every now and again, I like to sneak one of my songs in too, bro. Let me see what I
Yeah,
got.
do your thing, bro. It's your show. Hell yeah.
If I got it, I think I got a couple songs uploaded. Let me see what we got. Bro, I done deleted everything, bro. I ain't even got none of my songs. That's how good it is. What it is, bro. We just get back to it, bro. Let me ask you this question though, bro.
Yep.
I know you said you've been doing it what 3 or 4 years now. Uh,
Mhm.
so back when you first started doing it and to where you are now, in your words, how do you feel that you grew in them few years as far as your music goes?
I learned a lot about my voice. I say when I first went in, it was just kind of like just me going out there and saying what I'm saying, rapping. And now I've learned I can do different things with it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think that um, once again, it ain't me, it's he, but my cadences have gotten tighter and improved. In the beginning, they were kind of loose, uh, but that's improved a lot. My beat selection has changed dramatically. Um, I've just got leaned into the hip hop. It's harder, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll still hear me. I got songs coming that have some guitars and some strings on them, but it's still over those heavy 808 bass lines and shit. Um, but it stayed the same in the way that it's still raw and honest. And that's the one thing I'll die trying to maintain. I won't release music if it's booty and it's not truth. You know what I mean? So
Just keep it real with yourself, homie. That's all you can do, bro. I tell people all the time, man, we can't lie to ourselves. You can lie to you can lie to the fans, you can lie to your neighbor, you can lie to your old lady. You can't lie to yourself, you can't lie to God. Uh, 'Cause they already
that's
know.
true.
But hey, bro, I do these little rapid questions, bro. Where I just throw out a couple things and then just whatever comes to your mind, bro.
All right, but
Whatever comes to your mind, you just answer it. Uh,
okay.
8 ball and MGJ, 8 ball and MJG or 3 6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia.
UGK or Outcast.
UGK.
Dolph or Gotti.
Dolph.
Uh, what's your favorite song to listen to right now?
I like Comes and Goes. It's Big X the plug and can Tommy Newport, I think is the feature. Um, but yeah, come and go. And then meanwhile, one of the songs I've been listening to a lot is All There lately. I've been going back and playing All There, Young Jeezy.
Mm-hmm. Uh, favorite movie.
If it, um if I'm trying to laugh, Dumb and Dumber. Uh, my favorite movie is either Friday Night Lights or Goodfellas.
Uh, goat. Who's your goat country singer?
Probably Bo Cephas.
Bo Cephas, the goat.
Mhm.
Who's your goat rapper?
50 Cent.
50. Uh, who's your goat rock and roll group?
The Eagles. I know it's soft rock music, but man, I really fuck with the Eagles. I like the
Hey,
Eagles.
bro, I do too, bro. I love the Eagles, bro. What's your favorite instrument to hear somebody play?
Either the guitar or the keys.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
Wendy's. I mean, every day and twice on Sunday. Wendy's.
Tupac or Biggie?
Neither. Tupac. For all I know right now. It used to be Biggie. It's Tupac now.
Well, hey, we got this other song that you sent, bro.
That's a sensitive subject you just brought up. You know how pissed I am about that bullshit? I used to rock with
Uh,
B.I.G.
bro, I did too, bro. I don't no more, bro.
Mm. Mm-mm. You
Mm.
can't. Anyway.
Uh, before we get into this final question that I ask everybody, bro. Uh, this is bro. I love that grimy song, bro. It's my favorite song from you, bro. But this next song that I'm finna play, bro, crazy, bro. Uh, I'm talking about crazy. We gotta get into it, bro. You gotta explain where this song come from, bro. Bunk. Uh, how this song come up, bro? 'Cause I know it's what one of your newest songs that you released, right?
Yeah. Me and Hitman, we speak pretty regularly. And the turn of the year, he was like, "We got to get a couple songs in." I said, "I'll do one of my style if you'll send me something like you do, and we'll do that." And so I was just writing, and bunk's a term I've always heard around here for bad dope, like getting ripped off or something, and bad shit. And so the hook just came up, and I went like I usually do, went into story mode and reflected on the time not too long before 2017 Shakota, and a story real specifically. I can't help but do that. And bunk came of it, man. Like I stayed honest in the lyrics. One of the things I try and do, and I was inspired by, like, a lot of rappers do this, but Kevin Gates does it really well. He'll leave you thinking, what is that when he's rapping? He'll leave you thinking, what does he mean by when he says that? And some people will know, but not everybody will. And it intrigues them that you said it. I found, like, as a listener, it did. So if there's something, like, if I can be specific, like there's a bar where I say, tastes funky too, like it's been hit with hairspray or perfume. People come out, what the fuck does he mean by that? A lot of that, they don't, more than half the listeners, but some will get it. And I did that a couple times.
They trying to bring it back. That's what they do.
I'm trying to make it way heavy. Yeah, it gives us
trying to make that scale jump. But hey, without further ado, bro, this song's so fucking hard, bro. This is Cody Lane, Bunk. Let's get it.
Cody Lane, Hitman, Oklahoma outlaw music. What's up, bro? Bunk. It ain't bunk, man. Bunk. Wait, hold up. What the fuck? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. What? Bunk. Do I look like a punk? If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk. Bunk. Wait, hold up. What the fuck? Wait, hold up. What the? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. Bunk. If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk. Dude must think I'm dumb, but I paid with ones that were scrubs. If this cracks back, I won. Told him my name was Stubbs. Lied about where I'm from, come looking for me. Good luck. Just like plies, ain't the first time I ran off on the plug. Headed north for the roost. Told T I'm coming through. And in case you're hungry, I'm bringing plenty groceries too. If you got product but can't get off it, tell me what's the use? Already got a shelf life and stepped on with dirty shoes. Dope with the yellow tent, look like a fucking dirty tooth. Tastes funky too, like it's been hit with hairspray or perfume. Drip like fire, half my face temporarily out of use. Ask if I give a fuck, ain't got a thing to lose. Wait, hold up, what the fuck? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. What? Bunk. Do I look like a punk? If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk. Bunk. Wait, hold up, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. What the? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk.
I've been down on my luck, so now I'm plotting and scheming. They tried to pull a fast one on me, but them 20s, they stealing. I'm talking straight off the press, coming straight out the dryer. You tried to run game on me like the defense was tired. He talking best to the best, he got that creme de la creme. Well, it's a drought where I'm at, so we gon' stir up some wind. He trying to gas up the product like I'ma buy it from him. Bitch, I got robbing on my brain, I'm even taking your temps. He said pull up, yeah, I'm down here by my mama's spot. Bend the corner, rob the Snowden, now we got the alley hot. Take it to the crib, I'ma sell it by the gram. Bet that motherfucker still asking people who I am.
Wait, hold up, what the fuck? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. What? Bunk. Do I look like a punk? If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk. Bunk. Wait, hold up, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. What the? Pretty sure I just bought a quarter-pounder cut. If he don't make it right, I might put him in the trunk. Bunk.
That motherfucker so hard, bro. Ooh, my language, Lord.
Thank you, bro.
That motherfucker hard,
Cody
bro.
Lane.
The
That
beat goes. I
motherfucker
appreciate you,
hard,
man.
bro. I'm talking about that motherfucker hard, bro.
Thanks, man.
Cody, bro, man, I appreciate you coming on here with me, man.
Yeah.
Before
I
we,
appreciate you having me.
I was gonna play that other one, bro. That me and you gonna got coming, bro. But I'm gonna make
We can wait.
their wait on that.
All right, yeah, that's a good
As
idea.
bad as I want
That's
to play
fine with
it,
me.
bro, they gotta wait on that one. It's coming
I
though.
think I got.
Hey, it's coming. But y'all
By the
gotta wait
way,
on that one.
I got two more that I haven't been to the studio yet, but in a minute I'll record something on my phone. That way you can kind of hear at least kind of what the hook is, and I think you're gonna like them. And we'll do
Hell
those two.
yeah, bro. I already know, bro. Everything I've heard from you, I love, bro. It's all fire. It's all
Appreciate
gas.
that, man.
But bro, before we get out of here, bro, what's some of the best advice that you've received in this music game, bro?
The best advice I've received, and this isn't some of the best advice. This is the best advice
The
I've
best
received.
advice that you've received, that you think, that you feel was the best advice that you've been given.
It came from Rich Regal, and he said, "I know you may think that this music shit is 90%, 80% talent, and the rest is, how business part of it, but it's actually the other way around. It's about 70, 80, 85% doing good business and people liking you, and the rest is talent." And that's the best advice ever. It's true. It's true. It really changed
That's
the way I
true,
look
bro.
at things. So
Bro, you just changed the way I look at things. Bro, you just changed the way I look at things, bro.
it definitely, when I heard it, it was eye opening. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro, you
yeah,
just opened my
I know.
eyes up, bro. Cody,
Shout
bro.
out Rich Regal,
Cody, bro, I appreciate you, bro.
man.
I
Thank you for
loved it,
having me,
bro. It
bro.
was fun, man. Bro, you a dope ass artist, bro. I cannot wait to see the future, bro. I will be there in person June the 7th, homie.
All right, man. I look forward to meeting you.
We gonna rock. I'm gonna rock out with you, bro.
Hey, if we've
I
got one
got
ready, if we've got one ready, do you want to perform it?
hell yeah.
All right, bet.
100%. 1
All
million
right, bet.
percent. Yeah,
Okay,
hell
cool.
yeah. But Cody,
Deal.
we out of here, homie.
Peace.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, I'm rocking with you, bro. My whole team, bro. My whole city's rocking with you, bro.
Man,
I
I
salute you,
appreciate that.
homie. I appreciate you, bro. We out of here.